turnovers. They got to protect the ball. Skip. Can we make a free throw? How do you, as a team, shoot better from the field when people are guarding you than you do from the free throw line when everybody's at least 4 feet away from you?
It's mental.
That's what they need to do. Now, I know Giannis is going to be chomping at the bit. This is going to be an opportunity for the world to see him against the Lakers because everybody watched the Lakers. And LeBron's going to try to, he wants to show that Giannis wants to show LeBron that when he's ready to abdicate the throne, he's a worthy successor. That's what he wants to do. But LeBron ain't going anywhere anytime soon, so you got to wait your turn, Giannis. Wait your turn.
So LeBron will put him back in his place.
We're going to do what we do. Yeah. We don't get caught to see Skip. A lot of people get caught up in a one-on-one battle. That's not what we do. We play a team sport. If I want to do one-on-one, I'd play tennis like Federer or Serena or golf like Tiger. But that's not what we do. We play a team sport, and I'm the ultimate team player. Get that through your skull, Skip.
Really?
Yeah.
So one-on-one with Miles Turner, you're going to turn down, drive, and shoot a deep fall-away.
Oh, no, it was not one-on-one. It was the Indiana Pacers against the Lakers, and the Lakers lost. The Pacers won. But back to my original point, those are some of the things that the Lakers are going to have to do. They're going to have to take care of the ball. And Frank Vogel said this the other night. They won a ball game which they turned the ball over 22 times. And Frank Vogel said, we got to be careful here. Because we keep turning this ball over, they're going to come back to bite us. And it bit them. They shot 26% from the three-point line. That's terrible. 47% from the free throw line, which is god-awful. So I expect them to clean those things up. Now, if AD does not play, I'm expecting a virtuoso. Yes. I'm talking about Pavarotti at the Sydney Opera House.
Really?
Yes, that's what I'm expecting, Skip.
Why at Sydney?
Because okay, you want him at the Met? You want him at the Met?
Wherever you want.
But you know it's going to be one of those performances.
I want him in Rome.
No, you want it's going to be one of those performances that's going to resonate. That you're going to hear people talking. Like, you remember that night? Do you remember that night? We're going to talk about this a little later. When LeBron went 45, 15, and 5. Do you remember?
Oh.
Everybody remembers where they were. Tonight.
I don't.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
I have no idea where I was.
You was in a hotel room cheering for Kevin Garnett. Come on, Boston, because you wanted to have some material. But LeBron says no.
I was on my couch in New York City.
And guess what?
It was a Friday night.
And LeBron said, you know what, Skip Bayless? I kept that note. I might didn't get an opportunity to use it a year earlier, but I kept it. I still got it.
Well, it blew up in its
It ain't blew up nothing.
So, you're predicting a Lakers victory tonight.
Yes, I am.
It was a little half-hearted on your part.
Yeah, and give me them 4 points.
No.
Come on, hold on.
Oh,
hold on. The MVP in his home, and you can't give me 4?
It's 2-on-1. It's 2 superstars versus 1. Even Giannis said that yesterday.
Hold on.
It's 2-1.
First of all, we don't know if AD's playing.
Well, he'll play.
We don't know that.
Like what you were saying about Dak. AD will play in this game.
Hold on now. You gonna tell you that you just told me about I say Skip. Are you saying Dak's not gonna play? I just don't know.
Well, I don't know about Dak, but I do know about this guy. He's got an ankle. He load managed at Indiana, and they gave the excuse of it's his ankle.
You saw the man hobbling against Atlanta.
Yeah, he was fine. He's fine. He'll be fine. Want to bet that he'll play tonight? I will bet you he will play.
No.
Yeah. So, my issue with tonight is Giannis Antetokounmpo. I don't trust him because he's never given me complete and utter evidence where I say, case closed, I trust you. Because if I can just hark back to the recent FIBA World Cup tournament that was played in China. You remember what happened when Brazil upset Giannis's Greece team? Remember this?
Yeah.
And the coach after the game for Brazil said,
40-year-old.
Why this sport is so wonderful. You have a guy who won MVP. He's 23 years old. And who stops him tonight? The guy who was 40 years old kicked his ass. That's what the Brazil coach said.
Love it.
That's of Giannis. That was the FIBA World Cup against Brazil.
Yeah.
This is at Milwaukee against LeBron and Anthony Davis. I don't know. What evidence do I have? Because last seen on the biggest stage, what happened in the last 3 games, really the last 4 games, against Toronto? Because remember, Milwaukee won the first 2 games, and then Giannis shrank. And he shrank smaller and smaller, and by the end of the run in Game 6, he was probably like 5 feet 11 inches tall. That's what he's playing.
So he shrunk a foot.
Because they built a wall. And the Brazil coach, back to him, he said, I had for 6 months in my head, since the semifinals between Toronto and Milwaukee, I knew how to stop Antetokounmpo. Well, he saw what Toronto did. They built the wall with 3 big guys, including Kawhi Leonard, long arms, big reach, and they just said, you can't come in here, right? You have to shoot it beyond 10 or 12 feet, and he could not do that. I've seen some signs of him improving on his three-point shot and his mid-range jump shot this year.
Improved them free throws, too, but he'll still throw an air ball every once in a while.
He will throw some air balls. He's not a trustworthy free throw shooter, but neither is the guy on the other team.
We're not talking about the guy. You're talking about Giannis.
Yeah, so I want everybody to understand, the Bucks right now rank #1 in defensive efficiency and #2 in offensive efficiency and #1 in the NBA in pace. Nobody pushes the ball harder and faster than the Bucks do, especially in their building.
Right.
Okay, so that's what you're up against. And the Lakers have been sensational. They've been way better than I thought they would be. And they're 3rd in defensive efficiency, which is a quantum leap from what they were last year. And they're 5th in offense, which is pretty good. They're 15th in pace. So they don't push the ball because too often LeBron at point guard, and I have no issue with this, he's going to mostly walk the ball up the floor. So they're going to be middle of the pack on pace.
Right.
If they get the chance to run, they can really run because LeBron can throw some
outlets,
some touchdown passes, right?
Yep.
So that's how they run, but they're still 15th. So in the end, we got sort of these cancel out these two. So Bledsoe's gone, and Bledsoe's a big part of what they do.
He ain't AD.
Yeah, okay. But Kuzma's gone, and he is a huge part of what the Lakers do. He is the Lakers' closer, and they missed him dearly at Indiana. He would have closed that game for the Lakers. LeBron not capable of closing that game.
Stop saying that,
Well, it's
Skip.
just he wasn't. He just...
How about this say he didn't? Don't say he wasn't.
Well, every once in a while he can close, but I don't think he'll be able to close this game. So you proposed the bet yesterday, and I'm going to go against my better judgment, and I'm going to take Giannis at home. I will take him for 1 case tonight at home.
You give me the 4?
No, heck no.
Skip,
You already proposed it yesterday. You said I got the Lakers.
But it's 4
You
points.
said it. You
It's
didn't
4
say
points.
any points.
Skip, I've given you points before.
Stop it.
Hold on, Skip. You tried to get me to give you 3.5 points to Miami.
I don't care. This is LeBron and AD versus Giannis.
Hold on. You wanted 3 points against the Miami Heat and Jimmy Butler, but you won't give me 4 with the reigning MVP in his house?
Remember, if you'd give me those Miami points, I would have won that game.
I know you would.
It was 3.5.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I don't do the halves.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I would have won that game.
But you know what? I know you're chicken, but I'm going to take it anyway.
Okay, thank you. Done. I got Giannis. Come on, Greek freak. Rise and shine. For once in your life, rise and shine.
Okay.
I like their team, and I like at home because I didn't note this, but this is with Eric Bledsoe, but just about 2 weeks ago on a Friday night, it'd be 2 weeks ago tomorrow night, guess what happened to the Clippers there? You don't like the Clippers.
Oh, they blew the doors off it.
Blew the doors off.
Hey, you know, guess what? I couldn't find, they wouldn't let, hold on. I couldn't see Pat Beverly. I couldn't see Paul George. I didn't see Kawhi guard Giannis, but like 2 times. They put Mo Harkless. They let Mo Harkless catch this
not
fire.
gonna work.
Why they do that, Skip? Now you got to, we got some of the greatest wing players of all time. This reminds you of Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan. But I tell you this about Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan. They ain't ducked nobody. They didn't let, Hart, you take him. We don't want no parts of this here. They wanted no parts of Giannis. Uh-huh.
The Clippers are eyeing May and June. They are just pacing themselves like the tortoise versus the hares that are.
We ain't running that fast. You just talked.
sprinting.
Hold on. You just talked about our pace.
Yeah.
We 15th in pace. We don't go. Hey, we take our time because we gonna get there at the same. Guess what, Skip? May and June is gonna come at the same time for the Clippers as it does the Lakers.
Yeah.
So
One team will be rested. One will be worn out,
worn out for what?
trying to prove that
We ain't got to prove
they're
nothing.
not washed.
We know who we are.
Yeah.
We know who and what we are, Skip.
So in that game, Clippers at Milwaukee, the final score was 119-91. That was a 28-point win for the home team.
In other words, a whole lot to a few.
Yeah. Kawhi had 17.
What?
Paul George managed 13.
What?
Sweet Lou Williams was bitter that night with 11, and Trez had 11. Montrezl Harrell had 11 points in that
So
game.
you mean to tell? Hold on.
It was a defensive showcase.
You mean to tell me the best